Somalia, a troubled nation still reeling from the impact of over 20 years of conflict.
Hi, thank you, Your Excellency. Asante, karibu.
And as President Hassan Sheikh Mohamud marks 1 year in office, relations with its neighbors who have contributed to bringing stability to Somalia remains a key pillar to the success of his administration.
Here in Somalia, the people who have contributed at their maximum for the stability and peace building in Somalia is the regional and our neighbors, particularly Kenya, Ethiopia, Djibouti, who have contributed to the stability of Somalia.
Kenya features prominently in recent diplomatic spats, including an outburst by Somali Deputy Prime Minister and Foreign Affairs Minister Fauzia Yusuf Adam, who wrote to the African Union stating that Kenyan forces were taking sides in the internal fights that have plagued Kismayo. President Mohamud says to conclude that there is mistrust between the two countries would be misrepresentation of facts.
Issues might be Somalia and Kenya government's officers may differ or may discuss on the modalities of making sure that the trans-border insecurity or cross-border insecurity, or how do we tackle. But so far so good, there is no any diplomatic tension. Yeah, it's only modalities. How do we, which is the best option and the best alternative? What are the easiest, the shortest, maybe the less expensive approach? We may differ and we may discuss that, but so far what I know is that the leadership of our security institutions, the police, the intelligence, the military, they are connected and they are working together. There is continuous communication between them.
The president says, quote, some Kenyans are part of the evil forces in Somalia.
We have a long border between Somalia and Kenya. And here in Somalia, we have terrorist groups that are not Somali only, but international, regional, there. A lot of Kenyans are part of that evil forces here in Somalia. But it happened that Somalia is the center that they are making all this mess. And I know that they made a lot of problems to Kenya recently, specifically, whereby the touristy, the economics, the life of parts of Kenya has been affected by this. It's a spill over the border of Somalia border. We are very much concerned about that.
On the perceived mistrust over the handling of the regional state of Juba amid claims that Kenya was siding with its self-appointed leader Ahmed Madobe, the president says that's a disagreement already dealt with. This following Ethiopia-brokered negotiations and subsequent agreement between the federal government of Somalia and Juba delegation on 28 August 2013 in Addis Ababa. The delegations agreed on an interim administration for Juba for a period of not more than 2 years, during which a permanent federal member state will be established subject to a constitutional process.
So again, it's an issue of security and security handling. How do we organize? How do we integrate different militia? How the Somali National Army go there, take the responsibility, part of the responsibility of the security concern. These are some of the issues that, again, we differ, but now it's not there anymore.
President Mohamud, who was elected on September the 10th last year, says there is hope for a stable Somalia.
The first stage is moving the country from emergency to recovery stage. That's what we are working now. And then from recovery to development stage.
And I asked President Mohamud how he relates with Kenya's President Uhuru Kenyatta.
Very, very good one. Very, very good one. President Uhuru, we both are the young generation of this part of the world, and we have a very, very good relationship at personal level and the head of state level. Give you one example, when President Uhuru was in office for 54 days, I met him 6 times. Thank you very much, Alex.
Thank you, Excellency.
So, no hard feelings against Kenya. That was President Hassan Sheikh Mohamud's parting shot when I interviewed him here at Villa Somalia. And he emphasized that he has cordial relationship with President Uhuru Kenyatta. For Citizen TV, I'm Alex Chamwada in Mogadishu.